Around the Geek back here again to bring you Trigunstampede episode 2. Terrell here, and man, we off to a really great start here. This is episode 2, the running man of Trigunstampede. Coming right back from last week's episode, as you know, we meet familiar faces. We meet the reporters that are following Vash as we come into the town. And they get a display as we see Vash do his thing to save the town last time around. This time we come in directly from that episode after the events of the last one. Before I even get into the kind of like the overall story as we talk through that a little bit, talk about that opening. That opening, I got to say, was really, really, really good. It's simple. I don't want to say clean, simple and clean. It's simple and clean, and it sounds really good. I feel like it matches the tone of what the show is so far, which is what is going on. Because, like I said, like in the original, I don't feel like they give you, a lot of backstory up front until like later on. It's like what Vash is, where Vash comes from, and I think the original Trigun almost kind of has him come off as alien a little bit. And this one, everybody's aware that this ship crashed. They have these machines that produce water and food and stuff like that. It's the only way they can survive on the planet. And I feel like the opening definitely gives you a lot of that as you see Vash kind of traveling through the sands here. I really like the song. And like I said, it's pretty dope. But coming right back into the episode, we start right back off. As we know Vash is worth $6 million in the bounty, and town got to eat. So first thing is they betray Vash, and we see him right off the break, like they're chasing them down and trying to cash in the bounty because they need the money to be able to afford a new plant so that they can survive for the rest of their lives. And as Rose, the mother who was chasing him with she's pregnant with a gun, which is hilarious. We see her chasing him, and she pretty much explains, like, look, kids come first. That's the priority. Nothing personal. Even though you didn't save the town like 2-3 times, nothing personal here. We got to eat. And they're chasing him all around town. I feel like this is also where I really get to see a lot of how the animation flows, because like as Vash is moving and running, it just looks so good. Like I originally just did not really like this kind of CG style, kind of mixed with I don't know. I gotta really do some more research on it to see like what the mix is. But I really like this mix of animation that they have now between this animation and almost kind of like regular animation, kind of drawn in style in the background. They do a really, really good job. We got Roland and I want to say Millie. I feel like I'm getting her name wrong. The reporters that are still following Vash around on this thing, and they're also now associated with him, so they've also getting run out of town. And then on the way out of town, they run into the professor character and his son Gosef, who's like a half android, half robot. I don't know. And they just conveniently just happen to be trying to collect the bounty too. Kind of get it from both sides, kind of where like Vash can't stay in like one place because like somebody's also always trying to get at him, or he's always got enemies coming to the town, stuff like that. So he kind of comes in and kind of comes out to get what he needs and gets out. You kind of feel a little bit for the town a little bit because they really do need it. Vash being the guy that he is, he's like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Ain't nothing personal, but this is my reasoning for why I'm doing what I'm doing. And of course, like I said, Gosef and his dad are trying to cash in, and they come in after chasing Vash in the desert. They go back to the town. They wreck the town up. They realize that they got a whole plant they could steal and just cash that up because that's worth way more than anything that they would get for Vash. So they go in, they do that, and then they go back and steal the plant. And then of course Vash feels guilty, so he has to go back and try to save them, even though they just freaking try to kill him and arrest him or get cash in the bounty on him. Which I don't know why, for whatever reason, I just felt like if they try to catch this bounty, they're not going to get it. I feel like Vash's bounty is too high. They just turn him over to the police. Like everybody's going to try to cutthroat him on getting this such a high bounty. But they go back into the planet, and they get into a whole battle with Vash. As he continues not to use his gun, his agility is off the charts. I don't know if he, again, like I said, my memory of like that first iteration of the show is kind of but I don't know if he's like a meta human in this, like where he just has faster reflexes and agility here. I guess they'll kind of get into that a little bit more as we get that. But we also get a insight of like what type of person that Vash is. Like he goes and saves his enemies here, which that just never works out. Either you save your enemy and they wind up killing somebody else that you like, or you save your enemy and it just doesn't work out for you. So I mean, you get a lot of this in like these hero tropes where like they just refuse to kill anybody. And we get a little bit more information on Vash's brother Knobs, kind of like right off the break, where it's kind of insinuated that he kind of killed everybody on purpose and that Vash has something to do with it. We kind of don't know anything about that until later on. But again, like, if you try to compare this to the original series, I feel like they're already steering away from so much that it doesn't matter. Like you kind of can't guess where it's going, which is something I really like because it makes watching this feel pretty fresh. And then of course by the time they save the town, they save everybody. Vash, chilling. They did the whole, everybody's, I guess, squashed the beef and they're drinking at the end of the episode. We get where the character Gosef is surrounded by what they call old technology and new technology, and then he winds up blowing up, and then that's the episode, right? And then we get another chance to hear the new ending of the show, which I also think is really, really good, which is probably going to wind up on my playlist, so you should probably check that out. Overall, really not too much going on with the episode, but they do a really good job of just kind of giving you a little bit more details. It's some of Vash's background. We really haven't gotten into all of it yet. We still see that they give a little bit more detail into the incident that happened before they crash land and everything like that. And we also get a picture of Knobs and Vash in the same picture because they're twin brothers. And everything that Knobs is doing is pretty much compromising Vash because they're twins and everybody thinks it's him. But like I said, no preview for the next episode or anything like that. Just kind of credits and ends. But like I said, just kind of leaving this where we don't know where this is going or where to predict. I think it's a really good job of where they're going with this because you definitely want to differentiate between the two shows, especially in this era of like redoing animes where you got Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and shows that go back and try to go back and do the manga, like true version of the manga. I think this is just going to be like a completely just new take on it altogether. And so far, I'm liking it. And like I said, I was totally against it with the animation and everything like that. But so far, it's been pretty cool. But can't wait to see where episode 3 takes us, especially with this show kind of giving us more of the sci-fi stuff more up front, like going to kind of balance it at while keeping us on this planet and, seeing how everybody survives. But I think I said the next episode, we probably get a little bit more as to what the next step is for Vash and like where this kind of ends. And I wonder how many episodes it's going to get. I wonder if this is going to be like a one and done thing, or if they're going to try to get multiple seasons out of this. Because I know the original series is only like 24 episodes or 20 something episodes, and I wonder if this is just going to be shorter, or is this going to be a little bit longer than that. But we'll see. We'll see where Vash and the crew take us next week. But like I said, overall, pretty good episode. I enjoyed the action. The animation was top notch here. The music with the fights and everything was really good. And just overall, I'm liking the choices of voices for the characters so far. Seem like they match very well. And we got to move on from this town. But other than that, looking forward to episode 3 to see what happens. Let me know what you think about this episode in the comments and everything below. Like the video. If you think you're going to watch more Trigun, if you can kind of predict where it's going, let me know in the comments. And I'll follow back up with you guys for the review for episode 3. See you guys later. Peace.